Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. Oh my goodness. Is that Kelly? Kelly Shores from ReadySetDrone?
Back from the dead, baby.
Where you been, bud?
I've been all over. I was just in Portland. Shout out to Portland.
Are you the one keeping Portland weird?
Portland is actually weirder than Austin. Just 3 days there, and I realized it actually is weirder than Austin. And Austin's pretty weird.
It's a battle, isn't it, between Portland and Austin?
Really I'll tell you one of the weirdest things. You go there, you take a picture of your feet on the airport carpet, and you post that online. You knew that?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that.
That's a thing. That is a thing in Portland.
We're going to learn all kinds of things tonight. We got the news from Jeff Sills, and
he's got a really great story about a motorcycle. So,
well, no, that's for members only. So I encourage you to become a member. Tonight, our guest is
not the jacket.
Dave Shaddix from Fly High FPV. We'll be flying high this weekend at Castle Crash. I'm going to Trenton, South Carolina to meet up with a bunch of people and hang out in the woods. That'll be fun, right?
Sweet.
We'll tell you more about
big
that.
Old turkey leg.
I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna wear a bustier. I'm gonna do all the things.
Nice.
Yeah. But and we got viewer videos. And I don't know if you noticed, but I changed a few things. This isn't a set. This is my office. So like,
not a green screen.
Yeah, I can't afford a studio like.
See, I have a green screen, but I can't afford any images to put on it. It's just I just do green.
Well, you can. Let's make it purple again. Let's make it purple again. But
yeah, I'd have to get up to do that.
I just want to thank Divoom, the company Divoom, for providing me this Pixu 64. This is the Pixu 64 back here, and there's a link in the description if you want to get you one. It's Wi-Fi.
Not a Commodore 64 and not a Nintendo 64.
No.
Pixu 64.
A Pixu 64, and it does a couple things. You can set it to your channel and give the stats and the time. It also you can draw on it. It's got an app, of course. Let me hit this button. It's got just random stuff that you put on, and it's got this cool.
What?
It'll go with the music, and you got a whole choice of different graphs that will go with the.
Wait, can it hear me or can it only hear you?
Say something. I tuned out your voice. It's only tuned to the coolest people's voices.
Dang! I wanted to see if I could hit a note that would make it flat. Can you hit a note that'll make it like flatline?
No.
Oh, Ken, you're a pretty good singer, actually.
I've tried it. But thank you again. It's the Pixu 64.
Mama, don't take my camera drone.
Oh boy, what you drinking tonight, bud?
D to the P, baby.
Okay. What's in that? Anything? What's in nothing?
23 original herbs and spices.
Okay.
I think they sold this from Colonel Sanders.
All right. Does that still fix your poop? Because that's what Dr. Pepper was originally.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was called Dr. Pooper back then, but that didn't market very well, so they changed it.
And then they have Dr. Thunder. They have anything with doctor in front of it fixes your poop, I think.
Okay. I didn't know it was broken.
Oh, so broken. The viewer videos tonight are really great. Really great. And I thank everybody for sending them in. If you want to send one in, you can send it here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. You can do that for next week. Do I sound okay? I moved my microphone over here because I had it over here before, and it was blocking the cool Pixu thing.
You sound like the kind of person I would take lunch money from, so yeah, you sound fine.
Oh, okay. Were you a bully in high school?
Oh yeah, I was a lunch money taker.
You were?
No.
You know what I was?
No.
I was kind of a dork, but I was the one that you worried about because, as I am now, is very creative and patient. And so you may take my lunch money today, but in a month or two, you would have a string of bad luck.
Yeah.
Suddenly.
No, I wouldn't have messed with Ken Heron in high school. I probably wouldn't have even associated with Ken Heron in high school.
Nah, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
And then there was that whole week where
So you weren't a jock or a drama guy, or what were you?
I was the guy that came late and left early.
You're a goth guy. You probably.
I wasn't a guy. No, I wasn't a guy. No,
really? Listening to the Smiths and wearing a big black jacket in the summer.
Nope. I just wanted to get the hell out of there. Have you been to any of your high school reunions?
I went to 10-year.
You did.
But that was the last one I went to. Yeah.
I think I'll go to my 40th year. See how many of us
are still alive.
Pull through. Yeah, I think I like that.
I promised myself after the 10-year, I had a great time, but I was like, I'm done. I don't really care about any of you anymore.
Well, if I do go to a reunion, the one thing I'm going to bring with me is a bag of our biggest sponsor's product, and that is the Cadillac of processed meat. I'm talking about Pigeon jerky.
You'll enjoy Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy Pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah!
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go!
You'll enjoy Pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah! Yes!
Hey!
Ho! Thank you, Pigeon Jerky, for being a sponsor since 1970.
Got so much mileage out of that.
Oh
my goodness.
Well, I mean, if I don't play it, then they don't pay me.
No, I know, and you're paid in Pigeon Jerky. And so if the apocalypse, when the apocalypse comes, go to Ken's house. We can all eat Pigeon Jerky for the rest of eternity.
Mountains of it. Look at all those Pigeon Jerky fans up there. Look at that.
I prefer to say piles of it.
And you can only use those Pigeon Jerky emoticons if you're a member.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Heron birds.
So do become a member. We got a couple new members tonight.
I think I can use it. Let me see. How do you do that?
We got ASL with Adam, just became a member of the Heron Birds.
I just used it. I just used the Pigeon Jerky thing.
See how fun that is?
Hey, I see Lloyd out there.
So fun.
Grumpy Vlogger. Good to see you, Lloyd.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Could it be? Could it be that Super Chat train coming down the track? Who's aboard this Super Chat train tonight?
Goodness.
Let me thank the early adopters. Of course, all my Robs. And let's see, we got Drone Rob. We got and Rob from Harlem was cut off up there. He did €5. Thank you so much. Let me see here if I can. I want to put this here, and then and then that's it. There I am.
Is this your non-copyright strike train song?
Oh no, I get a copyright strike every single time. So please, super chat so I can afford to keep playing it.
Wait, I don't know this song. What is
Philip
this?
Koshat? You don't need to know it. Andy, thank you, Andy, very much, very much. Yeah, you don't need to. What the hell is going on here? I've changed a few things. All right,
I kind of like that look.
And we're back. Dynadrone. $10 from Dynadrone. Thank you, Dynadrone. No, that's not dinosaur. Dynadrone. What do you got there on your shirt?
That's Tex Rex.
Tex Rex. Make the noise. Do it. Make the noise.
Roar. Tex Rex Fly FPV. Tex Rex crash. Tex Rex go boom.
You never heard this? Wow, you need to get out.
I've never heard it, man. But, I will say it is really hard to fly your drone like this.
It is like when your arms are super short.
Yeah, and you don't even have claws. I mean, you don't even have fingers. You have claws, and those big old nails. It's
a pain. It's a pain. Dynadrone says hi, Ken and Kelly. 1/2 goes to Kelly, and I will definitely send that right to Kelly.
That's right.
I'm sending that. Yeah.
I think I'm actually sending you stuff at this point because you're borrowing some stuff, aren't you?
Maybe I might not need that, but thank you for offering. I might, yeah.
All right. Well, you send me half a Dynadrone's $10 or whatever it was.
I'm going to do it right now.
All right.
Media Mike, $20. Thank you, Media Mike. Media Mike says, "Good evening, Ken and Kelly. It's Thursday Night Live. It's going to be a great show." I think it's going to be. I look forward to this every single week. Anubis Arts, TJ Grady with the 1999, and he says, "Pickles." It's true.
Pickles.
Have you ever known it not to be true, Kelly?
Pickles is sort of like 42. It is the answer to everything.
It is. It
and
is.
a great dog name.
Yeah. Does anybody have a dog named Pickles?
We had a neighbor whose dog was named Mr. Pickles. I thought that was the coolest dog name ever.
Oh my goodness. The train is coming. You hear the train?
What?
Hold on. Let me turn down. Let me turn down my gate so you can hear the. This is what it sounds like.
Oh yeah.
He must know, right, when I'm doing my show.
Yeah, he stopped honking. Tooting.
Look at how damn close he is. Shut up! Shut up! See, that's why I have a gate.
To keep the train saying, I don't know, it kind of adds a nice effect. I mean, you know.
We don't need that.
Feels like you're in the real world. You're not in the Matrix. By the way, I watched the Matrix new one. Don't bother. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Leonard Oglesby, $10. Thank you, Leonard.
Yeah,
this
Leonard.
Is to fix your out of sync audio. Out of sync audio.
Wait, mine or his?
1, 2, 3.
Check.
We're fine.
Check.
I think everything's gonna be okay, and it's just you just
Nope.
refresh the stream, and it'll be all right.
No. I think that.
Thank you very much. And Ken Torbeck, $2. Hey, Ken, thank you very much. Said you ready for your Mini 3 Pro to come tomorrow. When are those being shipped? Are they being shipped? I ordered one. I don't have the inside track. Kelly? Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
Goose egg.
I think I actually heard the NDA. If you ever want to know what an NDA sounds like, that's what it sounds like.
The Mini 3 Pro?
Yeah, the Mini 3 Pro. When does that come out?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I didn't even know. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know they were selling it. Lexus. Hey, Lexus, been a member for 12 months. She upgraded to the Ray Bobs, by the way. There's only one Ray Bob now, and that is Lexus. Thank you, Lexus. Is there anything you'd like to say to Lexus, Kelly, that's not in the NDA?
No, Alexis is wonderful. Fellow Texan pilot. I love Alexis. And actually, I think she was maybe even subscriber of the month on my channel one time. So glad to see you there, Alexis. Thanks for coming out and supporting all of us.
Thank you. And thank you for being so damn sexy. All right, continue with the train, and we're going to get right to the news here in a second. T-Bird FPV, thanks for the $9.99. $10 for you, and $10 to the Waffle House cook for making my Thursday night. Awesome.
Nice.
ASL with Adam, who just became a new member. $10. Hey Ken, I'm actually the drone dad, but started a new ASL tutorial Patreon, so starting to use this account for YouTube viewing to increase activity. Happy Thursday. ASL? No, I was thinking ASMR.
Yeah, ASL is a different deal.
Let's hear some ASMR. Are people still doing that?
Oh, you know, I wish I had saved my Dr. Pepper, because the crack of a Dr. Pepper is a pretty good.
Oh yeah,
ASMR.
what do I have?
Here, you want to hear a sip?
Yeah, do it. Yeah, but you need one of those microphones that does the stereo separation really well. So what do I have here? Everybody's got the paper. What do I have? Oh. That's good. Oh. Wait, hold on.
Oh, dude. Okay, you didn't tell me you had one of those.
A juice harp, a jaw harp? Yes.
I have. I can play the you know what out of that. We need to have a little hoedown.
I bet you don't have one that costs $65.
I have like 4.
You
and
do
I think
not.
None of them. Yeah. I've had those since I was. Yeah.
This is a professional session. I'm a jaw harp session player. Oh yeah.
Do you remember the song "Girlfriend in a Coma" by the Smiths?
Yeah.
Girlfriend in a coma. I know, it's serious.
Aren't they the? Did they do Bitchin' Camaro?
No, that was a Dead Milkman.
Oh yeah, Bitchin' Camaro.
I had a friend who was in a band called Buster and the Crabs, and he did a cover of that song called "Froggy in a Fishbowl," and I was actually on his album playing the juice harp with in Froggy in the Fishbowl. It was like supposed to be the sound effect of the frog jumping.
Really?
Froggy in a fishbowl. I know, it's serious.
Wow, this is going to be an ADHD show. And now back to this regularly scheduled Super Chat. There is a squirrel. ASL with Adam says, hi, Ken. I'm actually the drone dad. So remember that. All right?
Yes.
Trainman24, Sky Captain. New member. Welcome to the Pigeon Jerky Gang. Thank you very much. Drone Rob with his 252. He says, all aboard. Eric Swanson, $5. Thank you very much, Eric, for supporting the show. Looking forward to a great show, guys. Oh, and I can tell you this, the weekly bow chart is, mwah! It's really, really good.
You know what I always think of when you have a super chat train going, right? I imagine you in a strip club, but you're dancing, and everybody's putting these tips into your G-string.
Yes.
So
fill that G-string up. Give my hips paper cuts. That's what I want.
That's what I always see is Ken Heron up there just, doing this. So I think some point you should.
I've got this really cool ping pong ball act that we'll do on TNL After Dark.
Right. It's on the R-rated version of the show.
Media Mike back again. Thank you very much. Mark Sullivan, $2. He says choo choo. And Stephen Falcon with another Falcon, $2 Falcon. Thank you very Falcon much for that. What is a Mini 3 Pro? My Pro likes them big. Artco Drone Solutions. Hey, Art. The best contraceptive for old people is nudity.
Nudity.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Artco.
It's true.
Northern Tier FPV, $10. Thank you for the $10. Gotta love the train. Have a great show. And Jenna C. Do I dare show the picture? Just for a moment. There she is. Jenna C. with $9.99. Such a handsome pair tonight, but nothing like my beach date. Yes.
Hey.
Yes, we'll be talking with Jeff Sills. He's breaking news and breaking hearts. That's what he's doing in the news department.
He's a hunky man.
He is a hunk of burning love.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much, Genesee and Mudball Creative. Thank you very much for being a member. Hope I don't waste my milestone chat. And Gardo Rotor, $2. Great rapping and drone in a box on the morning show. Oh yeah, I do a morning show on the radio. If there's anybody that cares to put the link in the description up there, or in the chat up there is a link in the description as well. You can listen online.
Is it more zany or wacky? Which would you say?
Oh, it's super offensive. That's what it is. Be listening on Misogyny Monday.
Nice.
Joe Fodoleo, 420. Don't know what that's about. Do you have any idea?
I think that's what time I typically go home from work.
This is my ringtone for Dave Shaddix, by the way,
Nice.
from Fly High FPV. Oh, Dave's calling. And thank you very much. He says choo choo mofo. And Zeb Meat, $10 for the ping pong ball show later. Oh, it's amazing. It is amazing.
I thought Zeb Meat was English. Is that bucks or is that pounds?
It looks like bucks.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Isn't
he British though?
I don't know. Let me see. No, his text doesn't sound British. Hey, did you know that I worked in a strip club?
I did. You were a DJ, right?
Well, I mean,
Candy,
thank you,
Bambi.
Thank you for
Shauna,
clarifying
center
that.
Stage.
Thank you for clarifying that, because a lot of people, when I say that, they look at me and they're like, "Well, naturally, he was one of the dancers." But no. They ask me all the time. I can't all that. No, come on. I know.
What was the number one song selected by the talent? What was their favorite to dance to?
I mean, just all, This was in the.
Was it like TNT by AC/DC?
This was early 90s.
'Cause I'm TNT.
Now it's all like, Eddie Money. She was shaking. All that
Lord.
stuff. I mean, just.
Whoa!
Just blatant.
Alexis.
Oh,
Alexis.
yes. But before that, I want to thank Philip Koshat. Been a member for 20 months. Thank you very much, Philip. There is Koshat all over the place. Did you get any Koshat on you? Did you? Did you get any of that?
Chocolate thong. That's all I gotta
Chocolate
say.
thong. And if we'll just stop the show and thank Alexis, 100 smackers, stuffing and Benjamin Franklin down the front of my G-string and taking my time doing it. Hey, Alexis, do you want to...
You know why? Because she's looking for something.
Just keep me connected to Wi-Fi.
Shut up. You want to follow... every time I say her name, the Freaking Amazon gets me. Alexis, I want you to follow me down to the champagne room, where you and I will enjoy champagne. I can't do anything else. That's the rules.
Yeah.
That's the
well,
rule.
you remember there was
the
an
rules.
Eddie Murphy song, right? Did you ever hear the Eddie Murphy song?
There's no sex in the champagne room?
Yeah, yes.
There is no sex in the champagne room. But there is. Thank you, Alexis. Appreciate that very, very, very much. Looking forward to meeting you.
Hopefully you'll get your $100 worth and find whatever you're looking for.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's hardly room for a $100 bill in there. John McGraw, 420 as well. Thank you very much, sir. Clarksville types, hi, Ken. Thank you very much. And with that, I believe the Super Chat train has pulled into the station. We got 2 new members. Let's get 8 more and make it an even 10. Okay? Very good. But right now, let's head on into
the news.
the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Hey,
I
it's
thought you
Jeff.
were really frozen, actually.
Did you? Well, I got all the blinking stuff in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jeff Still.
You know, one of these days you're going to do that and have like a stroke, and everybody's going to be sitting there waiting for like hours. You know that, don't you?
If I
I'm just gonna let you know
if I had to die while I'm streaming, let it be at that point. That would be great.
Yes, that would be the point. All right.
Yeah.
So to start off the news, Disney recently kicked off celebrations for the National Streaming Day in Los Angeles.
Disney kicking
on this
off
Thursday night
celebrations for National Streaming Day a few hours early with a spectacular drone show over downtown LA. More than 300 drones lit up the night sky with the Disney logo and designs featuring some of the company's most legendary entertainment properties, including ESPN, Hulu, and National Geographic. National Streaming Day is tomorrow, so expect Disney to celebrate with trailer releases and some other teasers for its shows and movies. Disney is the parent company of ABC7.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Disney has
That
some
is
really
cool.
good shows, yeah.
Yeah, they've really kind of dived into the whole drone show thing.
You know, the one I'm excited is Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's a Kenobi show coming out on Disney Plus.
Is there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Crickets. Yeah, it's all about his life on Tatooine.
Okay. And yes, Jeff, I believe you said dived in. Did you say dived in? I think you did. I mean, that's all right. We love you
It's a
anyway.
dive bar.
Looking good without that beard. You look 10 years younger.
Yes, unfortunately.
What's next?
All right. So in Seward, Alaska, the University of Alaska Fairbanks has a research vessel called Nanook, which was recently on site to recover a 5-foot-long, bright pink underwater sea glider. This sea glider was designed to dive 3,281 feet and roam remote parts of the ocean autonomously. It was deployed in the Gulf of Alaska this spring to provide an understanding of the ocean's chemistry in the area of climate change. This drone was measuring CO2 concentrations, which is a quantifier for ocean acidification. It's mostly done from ships and buoys and moorings tethered to the ocean floor. It's the first time they've actually used a drone that did this for, quite a long time. And then they knew where it was going to surface. They went out there and happened to be within the area to, once it surfaced, to get the equipment off of it really quickly and make sure that they didn't lose the data that the thing had been collecting for so long.
Oh, cool.
And it's pink. That's the best part.
It's pink. That's I just thought that was interesting.
There's probably a reason for that. That's maybe sharks don't attack pink stuff.
I was thinking it might have some shark teeth marks in it if it's in the ocean for that long.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I have you ever, Ken? Have you ever done a underwater drone kind of RC thing?
No, I haven't, but I really want to.
Every single time I get reached out, they're like, "Hey, do you want to review this thing?" And then it never goes through for some reason. I say, "Yeah, it sounds great. Send it to me." They're $800 to $2,000, right?
Yeah.
But I've never actually. If anybody is watching right now and has an underwater drone that I could review, please let me know.
Yes, please go ahead and send it here. Ken Heron, P.O. Box 1281, Huntington, Tennessee. And I will definitely forward it to Kelly.
Yeah, along with my $10.
Yeah. All right. So if any of the audience happens to live in Salt Lake City, The Walmart retailer, mega retailer, is going to be launching its drone delivery service in 6 states and 34 store locations, one of which is Salt Lake City, which will be coming this year.
Oh, yeah.
When it goes live, the new service will operate from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and allow customers within the delivery area to order from tens of thousands of eligible items for delivery by air in as little as 30 minutes for a fee of $3.99.
That's right. Yeah, it's going to happen. And it will last until they no longer get publicity for it or someone shoots it down. Do they have their beyond visual line of sight? Yeah,
I mean, they've gotten their approvals from the FAA to be able to do this, and they're also going to be flying orders up to 10 pounds for delivery.
Wow!
So, that's going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how this works.
I can't wait till 10 years from now when we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of that service.
It will be interesting.
It will be.
All right. So, as we have reported in the past, the United States has been providing the Ukrainians with a wealth of interesting, fantabulous weapons. Our Switchblade kamikaze drones, as well as another kamikaze drone that the name escapes me, that we haven't even got a chance to use ourselves. The Ukrainians get to use it first. But recently, the Ukrainian Special Operation Forces released a video of one of these kamikaze drones taking out a Russian tank.
I saw this. This is awesome.
Oh, right. Huh. Now, you don't see the actual explosion. I mean, from the it disappears before
it loses. I've crashed enough things to know that by the time it crashes, you no longer have a signal.
Right. Well, it's how when you crash a 4K camera, it never gets because of the
it doesn't
buffer.
write the file. The file never closes, and so can't get the footage.
Yeah, and this is one of the loitering drones. So, it had been loitering around until they had located the tank, and then they directed the suicide drone to hit the tank.
So you're saying, Jeff, we have the U.S. has some of these that we've never used?
There's 2 different types. There's a Switchblade, and we reported on it a couple of weeks back.
Butterfly knife?
No, there's a second one, and the name just escapes me, but we gave it to the Ukrainians before we've ever used it operationally.
All right, so Canada,
they're essentially
Canada, we're looking at you, Canada. Just saying.
How much is one of those?
Oh, I have.
Every time I see one of these amazing weapons like a tomahawk or anything, I'm thinking, how much?
Oh no, the little Switchblade drones and stuff like that are not supposed to be accepted.
Only like 10, 20 grand.
They're less than the tank that they're taking out, right? That's really, it's like chess, right? You don't want to lose your knight, but if you can take a queen, you're going to lose your knight. So we're launching knights at queens.
Yeah, I know. You can't think of it in terms as a consumer drone cost.
And I know Chris is probably going to sample that, launching knights at queens.
All right. So next in the news, hacking, or I guess the idea of interfering with technology is a cybersecurity issue that we have all seen in various ways, from banks being hacked to businesses being hacked, et cetera. We've seen drones get hacked, et cetera. So a Florida Atlantic University has been working in concert with a company called Cubatech and L3 Harris to lead the effort in creating a quantum network to maneuver drones in areas, inclement weather, different terrains, etc., for adapting to environments such as warfare. But it's using this quantum security that they've developed that prevents the drones from being hacked. They're using this in conjunction with aircraft, satellites, and other optical networks that would allow the drones to be able to function in areas, that you would normally be concerned about them being taken over. I mean, obviously, we saw the Iranians, hacked one of our drones. And
you mean like these RF guns that take over the telemetry signal and make the drone land. It's
Well, no,
impervious
they
to that.
They make the drone go to the CVS and buy a bunch of gift cards and then give them the numbers for the gift.
Oh
That's
my
what the
God.
drones do.
Jeez.
but
Well,
but,
and any
But that actually happened to my grandmother, so I know this firsthand. So,
wow.
yeah,
but is this drone impervious to interference by is it interlopers?
kings from African kings who want to give you millions of dollars.
Yes, it doesn't answer emails from African kings, but it does include ground stations, laser and fiber optics that share the same level of quantum secured information to prevent the information that's being transitioned from the drones to other areas, such as targeting systems or things that they use for like mapping and et cetera, preventing that information from being stolen.
Okay, good.
Did you see what North 49 RC called it?
What?
A force multiplier.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Anything with
but-
the word quantum in it.
Well, Jeff
Oh, yeah.
Jeff said it had Qbert technology, so that means it can jump up on little ledges and land on things. Didn't you mention Qbert technology?
Wow.
Did I hear you wrong?
Wow.
Yeah, we're jumping way back.
Wow.
Way back.
I love
Jeff,
Qbert
did you
technology.
did you give him some of your Windex to drink? Is that what you did? Okay.
No,
All right.
no, I'm serious.
All right.
And I didn't even prep him before the show. It's
Huh,
crazy.
okay.
All right, so FPV pilot Eric Hellinger recently got an opportunity to do something rather unique. He got a chance to fly an FPV drone around the News 5 studio on TV.
Oh. That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
We need more of this, actually, because
Yeah, we do.
FPV in particular is kind of fringe. And,
You know-
people, when they see it for the first time, they're like, whoa, I want to do that. So we need more of this stuff to get out there so that people are familiar with it. Don't you agree, Kelly?
Wow. So I used to work at KXAN here in Austin. I still know the news director. I'm gonna hit him up. I think that would be super fun.
Yeah, anytime you can get on. My goal is to get on one of these late night shows. I want to put goggles on Stephen Colbert or something.
Did you see, by the way, Ken, and Jeff, did you see footage from Ambulance? Did you see, what's his name? The young kid from DRL.
Vanover.
Vanover. Did
Alex
you see his
Vanover.
footage from?
Yeah,
Alex
I
from-
actually spoke with Alex at Rampage.
But you saw the footage from Ambulance?
I did.
I haven't
and
watched the movie, but I watched a little doc on it. Oh man, that was he's like going under cars as they're jumping up.
Yep, I talked to the guy who supplied the drones to them for that shoot.
Wow.
This is what happens when you tell Jerry Bruckheimer he can put a camera anywhere. So
Yeah, watch that movie. It's got very FB. There's
Is it a straight to video thing?
I don't think it's. I don't know.
But
if
it's like on Netflix.
It's
or
in
something,
select
right?
theaters. I think it is streaming.
Okay. No, I want to check it out just for the flying. I just watched a little mini documentary on YouTube about it. It's
very
the weirdest
impressive.
stuff pops up in my feed. Like
And we're
this
going to
guy,
see a lot more of
Ken
that.
Heron,
We're going to see a lot more of that.
Yeah.
all right. So next in the news, a robot recently designed by scientists from the Behang University, Imperial College London, and EMPA is capable of switching from an underwater drone to an aerial vehicle in less than a second.
Okay. Oh,
Whoa.
and it's got this cool suction cup thing on it too.
Yeah, the suction disc was inspired by the remora fish.
Wow.
They have the adhesive discs that allow them to ride on other marine creatures such as whales and sharks. This allows the drone to hitchhike on wet or dry moving objects to significantly reduce its power consumption.
And now look at this. This is how it goes underwater, because if it were regular non-folding props, then it would require more power for the motors. And
Yeah,
then when
they
it gets in
almost like a boat's propeller.
yeah, and then when it gets in the air, then it can switch over. This is fascinating.
Yeah. Oh man, I think I scratch the underwater submarine. I want one of these.
Yeah, the idea of being able to use this for research expeditions, wildlife surveys in remote environments, etc., is just phenomenal. I really hope that we get more feedback to the universities that put this into practice.
That's really cool.
I just want one of those fishy suction cup grip things.
Right.
That's what I want.
So you can get your drink from the bottom of the pool, right?
No, I'll put that so my battery my 6S doesn't fly off when I'm doing spins.
There you go.
All right. So as drone pilots, we are always looking for more opportunities to be able to use our drones in business. And we've seen drones used for power line investigations, work in the oil fields, work in different various groups. But a new, I guess, way of using drones is in loss investigations. So if you have a site or an area that had equipment that was damaged by a severe weather or some sort of thing that would prevent you from being able to physically get to the location to assess the damage or to audit what was done, normally you'd just have to wait till you can get in there. Now, companies such as Engineering, Design, and Testing Corporation, or EDT, is working to bring drones as the ability to bring drones to do the ability of investigating these natural disasters or incidents, and be able to use drones to fly into areas that would normally be unsafe for humans and still be able to get the information they need for the loss assessments.
That's great. Drones are good. See?
Drones are good.
Yeah.
Drones are good. Drones aren't evil.
And it's another opportunity for drone pilots everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of opportunity to be had still. Yep.
And speaking of opportunity, recently Tom Brady decided to have a video of him hitting a golf ball.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of controversy as to whether or not this hole-in-one that's been making the round is real or fake.
Well, I will tell you this. Tom Brady doesn't need any more good luck. But he's good. He's good at everything. Apparently, also good at editing video. But you be the judge. Check this out. It's a great video.
That's looking good. That's pretty damn good. Oh, that's in the hole. Whoa, that's in. That's it.
Ah!
It's like Dude Perfect.
We're selling it. Yeah. So here's the video from the drone.
That would be very difficult to follow a golf ball.
You have to time it right.
Wow.
Ah! So
You know, great shot, but what about that pilot? I mean, man, that was some flying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I mean, do you
We
think
have
it's
had drone pilots in the past that have followed footballs, they've followed baseballs, they've followed golf balls. So the possibility of a drone being able to follow the golf ball has been demonstrated as being physically capable, but whether or not this is real is I leave it up to the
Bob Casey makes a pretty good point, that it looks like he was not at the tee box. Like he wasn't driving from the tee box. He was shooting an iron from the fairway.
right? And
So-
Tom Brady did say that didn't count as a hole in one. Whether he got it in one shot from that distance is another thing. And I will
Right,
say
that might have been shot number 3 on a par 4.
let me
but it's still a
play
good
that
shot.
again and see if you notice something.
2, 1, swing.
I'll fast forward past all the fake acting here. Whoa, we got it. Okay. We're awesome. Okay. Yeah. All right. Look very closely. Did you see it? Did you see it?
No.
You didn't see it?
Was it Bloody Mary?
No,
Bloody Mary,
no.
Bloody Mary,
no,
Bloody Mary.
The golf ball was slightly deflated. Awesome. Jeff, thank you very much for the news, my friend.
You are most welcome.
All righty.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
Deflated.
Yeah. Ah, gotta love that, Jeff. And now here's Kelly with a fantastic joke.
Well, what did one tectonic plate say to the other when it bumped into it?
What?
Sorry, my fault.
Ah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I actually, Ken, I made up a drone joke for tonight. So let me know when you want to hear my original, never told except for to Chris. He's the only one who's heard it so far, and he didn't get it. So I'm going to have to. It's intellectual.
Well, let's save that for later. Let's keep the people.
Good reason to stay tuned.
Yeah, don't tune away. You're going to miss that drone joke.
Yeah, original drone joke.
Yeah. But let me thank a few more people, super chatters.
Wait, is there a Jeff Sills emoji?
Yes, of course there is.
Oh, okay. I'm going to
Of
do that
course,
one.
Yeah. John McGraw, thank you again for that 420. Appreciate it. Just in time, $5. Thanks, buddy. He says this is for the pause before the news and also because I was 15 minutes late tonight. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We still love you. Squints FPV, only here to see his buddy Dave, but we appreciate you being here. Maybe if you like the stream, you can come back again. He's a great pilot. And he became a member of the Pigeon Jerky Gang. Hey, thanks, better. Man. Look at that. Stephen Falcon with Falcon $2. Thank you very Falcon much. He says there was way to do in the 90s. There was a lot different things to do in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And John Downen, new member. Thank you. He's a member of the Heron Birds. We got 5 new members. We're halfway to our goal of 10.
Hey,
that's fantastic.
What do you know?
And Diane Mayer. Diane Mayer, thank you. She may or may not regret becoming a member.
Goodness, yeah.
All right,
Diane. I hope you don't watch the pre-show chit chat because it gets pretty racy.
Oh, it was so racy. And I didn't know you had 3 nipples, Kelly. But see, these are
by the
things.
By the way, not racist. Racy. I want to make sure.
Racy.
We're clear on.
Racy. Yeah. See now,
but I have a question for you, Ken.
Yeah. What
so
is it?
I see Jeff in the emoticons, the emojis, whatever.
Yeah.
I see Jason. Who are the other 2 gentlemen?
I think it's Kelly Green and Jason Shepard.
Yeah, but there's another one.
Oh, I don't know.
Here, I'll do it. I'll do it real quick.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. You tell me who this is. Who is that, everybody?
Oh, let's see here. Stand by. This is compelling.
Yeah, it really is.
That's Ray Bob.
That's Ray Bob. Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember Ray Bob?
Yeah. You've got your own member level at Ray
That's
Bob.
right.
Ray Bob's Antics. Yep.
Ray Bob passed away.
As a matter of fact, I think he might have been on one night when I was co-hosting. He was actually you brought him on one night when I was co-hosting.
Yeah. Good guy. Good guys. Very.
I just want to know why there's no ReadySetDrone Kelly Shores emoji in there.
Oh, there isn't? Oh my goodness! What an oversight! what an oversight! Hold
Kelly
on.
Green.
Goodness, there really should be, shouldn't there?
There really should.
What an oversight!
Who's been your YouTube buddy the longest? Just saying.
You're right. Let me talk to my producer that doesn't exist. Hey man, you need to get on that, or you're out of here.
Yeah, good. You give me the what for.
See,
I'm going to talk to my manager.
I have
Hold
a
on
staff.
Hey, let me see if I can get you a better deal in free floor mats. I'll be right back.
Isaac Pfeiffer, is that right? $10. Ken the man, he says. Ah, you're so nice. All right. I want to share a video before we bring in Dave from Fly High FPV. I know there's a lot of Dave's people watching. Appreciate that.
Dave's.
If you like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe. Isn't that what you say? All right. This is from Pete. I was very, very happy to get this. He says, "Hey Ken, Peter Steele from Ireland. YouTube channel is Shutter Speed Ireland. I'm sending you this link to a video I have just put together. If you think it's good enough to share, I would be delighted for you to show some of it. Photography was always my hobby, but I've made it now my main income. I was actually a musician, but I broke my neck in an accident in 2009 where I lost the power of my legs and hands. I am typing this with an Integra mouse with my mouth. I am able to use the drone operation by using my wrists to move the joysticks. It took a while to master, but soon got the hang of it. I now have a Mavic 3. All this footage, though, was taken on a Mini 2. Peace from Ireland, Pete." Now, I will say a couple things. One, drones are freedom. We all know
Absolutely.
that. And even if you have mobility issues, if you can manage to get a drone off the ground, it really is very freeing. I've
Especially
known that.
with the goggles on. You put on even the camera drone goggles, even those goggles that you put your phone in. I mean, it just is a game. It is a force multiplier as far as your experience.
Yeah,
flying.
I mean, this whole thing that we do, it's flying. It's magic, isn't it?
You can do magic.
It's the best. And the other thing I will say, we're going to get a copyright strike because you're so good at that. The other thing I will say is, Pete, if you're typing this with a mouse thing in your mouth, it's kind of a long email. I would have been like a sentence, and that would have been it. But thanks very much.
There is voice recognition. That might be an option.
It might be, but he said he was typing this with a mouse
and
in
he's
his
Irish,
mouth.
so it might not have
And his
understood everything.
So let's check out this video from Pete from Ireland. And I encourage people from foreign lands, please send me your videos. Send it here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. If you haven't seen your country represented on the stream, then please send it in. Make sure you include your music source, because, you know, if you play your favorite Irish band, well, then if you play that song, then YouTube's going to get all their panties in a wad. So use Epidemic Sound, copyright-free music, and sound effects. There are free trial links in the description. You can have 30 days free of using this music, and if you like it, and you will, then you can keep using it. Epidemic Sound, everything else is crap! All right. So now let's watch Pete's video. Here it is. This is Ireland. Enjoy. Northern Ireland, in fact.
Oh, nice start.
Mm-hmm. You've been to Ireland, haven't you?
I have not.
No?
Been to England, but not Ireland.
I'd like to go there just to hear the girls talk. Oh,
Yeah.
a girl with an Irish accent? Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, Galway girls.
I love it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Loves me some sheep.
And they're building sheeps. Oh, right there, it looks like.
Yeah. They're going to launch a sheep today. The seafaring sheep, laddie.
Yeah, that's a genuine article accent right there. You sound like a local. Look at all that. Look at all that stuff.
So green.
Wow. I like videos like this that kind of a montage.
Yeah, and he doesn't hold on any one shot for too long.
Mm-hmm. That's important.
And also, he doesn't make any jerky yaw moves in the middle of them. Nothing drives me more crazy than this beautiful shot and then a hard right.
Right.
But that was awesome.
You got to edit that stuff out. Thank you very much, Pete, and appreciate you sending that in. Thank you. All right. I think it's just about time to call our buddy Fly High FPV.
Yes.
But first, let's hear that fabulous drone joke.
Okay, this is an original.
Yeah.
Just like all the music on my channel. I even wrote it down so I wouldn't get it wrong.
Okay.
Why could you get arrested for flying a drone powered by sodium chloride?
Why?
Why could you get arrested for flying a drone powered by sodium chloride?
Why?
Because it's considered assault and battery.
Assault and battery. That's pretty good. Thank you.
And I thought of that in the shower.
Did you?
I was thinking of you as I often
You were
do in the
thinking of
shower.
me in the shower.
For real. I told Chris this. This was like, I don't know. You called me 2 days ago to be on, and I was thinking I should write all original drone jokes for this show, and I went to Portland and ran out of time. The excuses, whatever, but I did write that one.
Thank you for sharing that most excellent joke.
Copyright 2022.
Absolutely. And Alexis is at it again. Alexis, $50. Oh my goodness. She said $10 for each of the 5 new members, and wondering why there's no emoji for me. Ooh, Good question.
Yes.
And wondering
you could just take her screen thing, her little icon there. That
where
would
the
be a great
stuffed
emoji.
pigeon is. Oh no, I've got a whole folder of Alexis photos to choose from. Some of which may look like I took them from her bushes, but no.
And many of which stick together.
They do stick together. Thank you, Alexis, very, very much. She's a super big supporter of this, and I'm going to meet her.
agree.
You're going to meet her when you're coming to Mindfield.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right.
August what? August 20th.
August
right?
20th. That's right.
Yeah. All right.
And In the Woods has been a member for 8 months. Thank you very much. And Joseph Mollencotter with a 2-pounder. Ken, the UAV Jeff meant in the Ukraine is Phoenix Ghost. All right, awesome. Thank you very much for that. Now we're gonna call our buddy Fly High FPV, and this will be fun. So here's Kelly with another joke that he wrote while we bring in Dave.
What's the difference between a Mazda RX-8 and a shopping cart?
I knew it.
A shopping cart is much easier to push.
By the way, I get my car back next week from the shop. It was banged up in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah, I know. That's right. I was just in Flagstaff, and I looked for that punk, but I didn't find him. I was in Flagstaff like 2 weeks ago. My daughter went to school there. It's a beautiful little town.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, when you're not chasing bad guys around.
Right. Oh, my God. Who's the coolest
What's
guy
going
in
on?
town? Look at that. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I actually have that on my quad right now. That glove stuff. That is so bright.
Awesome.
Look at that. And that doesn't drain the battery a lot, does it?
No, it's 0.2 amps for a whole meter, which is nothing.
Look at that.
How long is that if you unfurled it?
This was a meter. I've broken it up a little bit. I was at Caraway this week.
I can't tell you how many times I've been asked that question. Oh, watch your feet, ladies. Okay. I won't be unfurling it.
Water's cold and deep.
How long's it been on, Dave? How long has it been on waiting for me to call? Because I think it's overheating.
No, I plugged it in right when you buzzed me.
Oh, excellent. All right. And those are available, by the way, right now on your...
Yeah, you can get them at flyhighfpv.com. But if you come to Castle Crash, you'll get them for free.
Is that
We'll give
right?
Samples away to everybody that comes out.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Are the colors changeable?
Every strip is a different color, so they come in 6S, and they also come in a 3 to 4S version. And you can get them in green, violet,
So that's
blue,
the
ice blue.
NERC color that you have there, right?
No, that's Fly High Green.
That's Fly High Green, man.
Oh, all right.
AKA
green.
Kawasaki Green, but it's neither here nor there.
AKA my background.
Right. So what's new, Dave? What's new?
Oh, man, I've just been getting ready for Castle Crash. I have been packing up the whole store and ready to go out. It's going to be ridiculous fun. I've got all these prizes that all these companies have been sending me, like T-Motor and Holy Bro sent me boxes of motors just so I can give them away, and stacks and propellers and frames and all kinds of good stuff.
Okay, so
GemFan is sponsoring us.
South Carolina? Where is it?
Yes,
Trenton,
tell us
South
where it is
Carolina.
and when it is, and it's open to everyone, not just FPV people, right?
Yeah, all types of flyers. Anybody that wants to come out, wings, all of it. Bring it. Come get lit with us.
So is it a Ken mentioned it was a Renaissance festival kind of thing, or is that going on at the same time?
No.
If you want to dress up, you should totally dress up.
Really?
man. Yeah, come on, bring it. But the spot is a Renaissance village, so they built like a wooden village with a battle arena and a mead hall and some cabins and a whole
So
area
you're
around
using
the
the
castle.
spot, but there aren't going to be anybody running around with swords, or not very many. That's not the point of it. This is a drone only.
but there-
event.
you know what?
Actually, somebody running around with swords tomorrow.
There's good-
the festival starts on Sunday, but I hear that there are people running around with swords on Saturday out there.
And there will be jousting, will there not?
Yes, there's going to be tiny whoop jousting. Get your little whoop, and we will bring your whoop. We will provide the little men with the spears.
Wait,
and,
are you going to put a little dude on it, or not just a
yes,
spear,
yes,
a dude
that's
like
too?
a little
contest.
Lego guy or something?
maybe a little army man. I don't know, but yeah, bring your tiny whoop.
And
That's awesome.
And you have to knock the dude
good
off.
times.
You knock
You
the
got to
dude.
knock the dude off.
What is he on there with Velcro or something?
Taped on or something. Casey came up with it. I can't wait.
That's awesome. So
Shout
if
out
you really,
to Uncle Stewie.
if you really want to up the ante, get some do that, and then give some of the audience Nerf guns to shoot at them while that's going on.
Tons of prizes like Beta FPVs giving out ELRS transmitters. They're giving out both this is the Light Radio 3, which has got ELRS in it, and they're giving out 1 watt micro transmitters you can snap into your existing radios. They're giving out ELRS receivers, whoop frames.
Now hold on, Dave.
Motors, tiny whoop motors.
I know it's going to be awesome, Dave, but you know my audience. My audience is a mix of FPV and camera drone people. So for the people that have been thinking about coming over to the dark side, which is a wonderful side to be on, they can come out here and they can learn from the FPV community.
See it firsthand. There's going to be a bunch of people that are experts in their trade out there showing you what to do, and they will help guide you and show you the way. Whether you want to start with something tiny and cheap like this, these are like $70. I mean, $70 and you're in the air.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Or you want a professional gear that you can bash all day long and hit the concrete. We got you covered. Everybody in this community likes to help. That's the greatest thing. I felt like in the photographer community, sometimes people would like butt heads and be like see each other's competition. But in the FPV community, there's so much like love and just wanting to help people.
There really is.
People come together to make it happen.
There really is. And when I, years ago when I first started getting into it, and I had so many questions, sometimes, and I'm sure you've noticed that the demographic is a little different from the camera drone people to the FPV people. Camera drone people tend to be a little older. FPV
There's
guys
a lot of
are
crossover.
but there is a lot of crossover. But a lot of people are intimidated by the tattooed, body pierced malcontents that fly FPV. But they're all just wonderful people. Every single one of them.
I got clean sleeves, man. That's all you, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, of course, yeah. I was made for FPV. But yeah, it's a wonderful community. And Kelly, you're coming along with your FPV, aren't you? You're flying all the time, aren't you?
I'm flying all the time. Tex Rex, baby, right there.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
my guy.
What do you?
Can you see him?
Yeah. What are you flying?
Oh, I have a lot of GEP RC. They send me a lot of quads. I've got that Mark V, which is absolutely amazing. It's a 6S, and I actually built the Rotor Riot solderless one just recently, and have been flying that. That's also a 6S. And the thing is, Dave, and I'm kind of curious what you think about this, and I haven't paid much attention to what Fat Shark has been doing with their digital system. I know it's out and I've seen videos about it. I just haven't had a chance to watch many of them, but I really, there's so much more joy in flying digital to me than analog that, like my Tiny Whoops, I hardly ever fly my Tiny Hawks anymore. Do you feel like the analog is going to be around for a while longer, or do you think digital is like outpacing it so much that it's going to be like HD versus a standard definition television kind of thing? Pretty soon you won't be able to get analog.
I think that you're on the right track, that we're finally catching up to the rest of the world. Everybody's been on digital for a long time, and FPV used the cheap available hardware for so long that it was all analog, and now we're finally specially making stuff for this purpose, because most digital systems just don't have the low latency that we need. And so now that it's being purpose built, we've been seeing digital systems for 2-3 years now. We're starting to see the second versions of all of them and the third versions of them coming out now, and that's really starting to richen up. We got like 4 good options on the market.
Do you think latency or size is the issue for like Tiny Whoops? Because I would love to have. I have the P16, the Thinking P16. It's another GEP RC. You can fly it with a 2S or a 3S, I think. Like that's kind of what I fly as a Tiny Whoop now. It's a little bit big though. It's not like a Tiny Hawk 2.
You can totally go digital with that quad. The DJI Nano camera, the Nebula Nano Pro, is out now. It's 120 FPS and it's only 14 millimeters wide, super lightweight, and you can put it with the naked Vista. So you can take the regular Vista, strip off the heat sinks. It does not need the heat sinks. They do make it a little more durable, but as long as you've got that 20x20 mounting for it, then you're in good shape. And you can easily adapt from like a Tiny Whoop 25.5 diamond shape over to 20x20 with a little 3D print, and then you'll have it nicely securely mounted so that nothing's banging around out there. But yeah, you can totally go that route. The other one that's really popular with the micro guys right now is HD0. It's an open source alternative that is high definition, and they make really, really small VTXs or smaller VTXs.
Smaller than a Vista?
Smaller than a Vista, not as small as like a TBS Unify Nano. You know, the Nano is like 1 gram. It's the size of my pinky nail.
Yeah.
And
but it's
push 500
it's
milliwatts.
not very. Yeah. Will it do 500 milliwatts? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it'll cook for $30.
Yeah, it probably gets pretty hot though.
Yeah, it does.
What do you mostly fly? What's your go-to like for indoor versus outdoor?
I fly outdoor pretty much all the time. I really, really like the 5-inch quads. I'm flying marmots. I build them all myself. I've got 3 of these now that I fly, and 1 that's analog that is available for sale. We're doing a swap meet at Castle Crash, so bring your old gear, stuff that you don't necessarily still fly or use all the time anymore, and come sell it to somebody. That's a great way for new pilots to get gear cheap and get started inexpensively. Take somebody's analog or their old setup or something that's just collecting dust and not getting utilized.
I've got several ready to fly kit analog tiny whoops that I should sell. So yeah.
Let me do an impromptu survey in the chat. Let me know if you're analog or digital. And while you're answering that, Dave, didn't they just discontinued the V2s, the DJI, right?
That's what I'm understanding, is that the goggles are no longer going to be produced. Caddx continues to say that they're producing Vistas, and I just ordered another like 100 of them, so they're definitely still coming.
Wait, discontinued the V1 or the V2?
The V2 goggles, they said, DJI said they're no longer producing.
Because right now those are compatible with the DJI FPV, and they are backwards compatible with the Vista unit or a Air unit, right? But you you can't. As I understand it, for every drone you have to sync it, right? You have to do the little sync thing. Whereas with the V1s, you could have 10 drones sync to the goggles and the DJI remote.
No, the syncing is the same.
Okay. It's the same, but I think you can't audience with between V2s and V1s, can you?
You can. It's the 50 megabit versus 25 megabit transmission modes. So if you turn your stuff up to 50 megabit to get that richer picture, which most of us do, it won't transmit spectator mode at that level. So you got to turn it back down to 25, and then you can spectate again. But you can still plug in a USB and go to a TV or an Android device and do video out straight to a TV.
And even get those little goggles that you can put USB-C into a phone and put those goggles on. I forget what they're called, but one other question. Well, cardboard, but there's some fancier ones. Why would they discontinue V2 and not build on that and discontinue V1?
Well, there's two reasons. The first is we just rooted V2 goggles, which means that we now have access to the OS and the code on the OS.
They don't want that.
They don't want that.
No.
And they don't want to continue to support that. We've already written, not we,
the community.
FPV WTF group has cracked it open and exposed it and are sharing it open source now. So we have rewritten the OSD into canvas mode, and they're working on rebuilding the DVR. They're basically rebuilding the OS from ground up and allowing us to access that easier. Next big thing they want for the V2 goggles.
How long
Next
after...
thing they want to do is make an application like a website where you can just go click on the website and say, I want to crack my goggles open and I want to put the canvas mode on it.
Like Betaflight almost.
Select different packages you want and just transfer it on, and it'll crack it right automatically for you. So that you can do it automatically without having to dig around in files and stuff like it is right now. Because right now you could damage your equipment if you're not super careful. So they're going to package it for us and make it easy. The other big issue for DJI right now is that they've had these out for basically 3 years. The V1 and the V2 are essentially the same goggle. The biggest difference is the power input that the V2 can take, and that they have the dual band that the FPV goggles, the FPV drone uses. But from my perspective, flying quads like this, flying air units and Vistas, there's no advantage to the dual band. So V1 and V2 are basically the same.
And a V2 will take a 6S, right? Whereas a V1 won't take a 6S. You'll fry them.
And that's a huge thing because we're flying 6S batteries. So I don't want to carry goggle batteries like this anymore, like dedicated batteries. I can just use that oldest, crappiest 6S battery and put it in a pocket.
So how long after a product is just because it's discontinued, It just means they're not manufacturing anymore. They're still available. They're still supported. How long, in your experience, has DJI stopped support for a product after they discontinued it?
Yeah, I think you've been flying DJI longer than me, dude. I saw your Phantom video the other day.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But
they're not.
I think the reality is they've got something new coming. There's been the Avata Cinequad drone
the
that they've
little
leaked.
indoor thing that they're talking about, the little Cinewhoop.
I won't be buying one of those, but I'm really eager to see what the V3 goggles offer. If they produce a new air unit for us, then that'll probably be the best thing on the market.
So there will be a V3?
Very interested.
There'll be a V3?
There's a V3 goggle coming. They have not confirmed if they're making air units or Vistas for them.
So what is the DJI's biggest competitor in the goggle department? Is it Fat Shark?
Fat Shark is basically just came out with a new system that mimics a lot of the features that DJI already had. They also added 1080 mode, but it's not finished. So they're promising it's going to be released in a couple of weeks, 6 weeks, I think. But it looks like it's got 6 months of development time to be ready. But who knows, man? They've got an army of people and money behind them. They can make stuff happen quickly.
Have you used the Fat Sharks?
No, I was hoping that you would go put them on at Rampage and tell me about it.
Yeah, there was a set out at Rampage, and I just got doing other things. But just from what I hear, I mean, you can tell when you're watching a video on YouTube, you can tell the difference between 720 and 1080, for sure.
Well, the side-by-side comparisons that Joshua Bardwell showed, it looked like the DJI was clearer and the Fat Shark walk snail system was more pixelated. But that's, internet transmission of two streams. So who can tell if he messed the code up or, the codec wasn't right, whatever. It's hard to tell without putting your eyeballs in it. But my understanding is it does render pixelation differently than the DJI system does.
Are the Fat Sharks supposed to be lower latency?
The Fat Sharks claim that they go down to 22 milliseconds. I think my DJI goggles are right around 24 on the low end. So I don't think that's really a stretch.
Too much difference. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Now the 1080 mode, they did say was going to be 40 milliseconds of latency, which sounds like something I don't even want to fly. The 60 FPS cameras were all like 35 to 40 millisecond latency. The first, the cheap cameras that came out last year during the drought, and I really don't want to fly them at all either. I stick with 120 FPS.
Dave, are you a DJI vendor?
I am. I sell DJI and Cadix here in the store. I've got a bunch of air units and Vistas. I am out of goggles, but we're restocking as soon as possible.
Okay. Well,
Where's your store?
It's right here. I live in it.
No. Where? What state?
Birmingham, Alabama. I'm the only the drone shop in Birmingham.
Okay. I was just in Birmingham. I went to a music festival called Furnace Fest at the Sloss
Sloss Furnace, yeah.
Sloss Furnace. That's where we need to have a drone event.
That place is amazing. Oh my God.
I wanted to fly in there so much.
Too close to the airport. You'd have to fly under the covered structure part. It's awesome. And I did it. I flew a Mini 1 in there.
Oh, okay.
I may have flown from the brewery across the street over the fences a couple times.
Man, I was at the brewery. I shut that brewery down a couple of nights. That place, I had the best time. I had low expectations for Birmingham, but I had so much fun. I met Carlos Santana, actually, during that trip. That was pretty cool.
Birmingham's awesome. I lived there for a while. I love it.
Yeah.
I still go out there and visit.
Best bandos in the South, dude.
Absolutely.
Is it that close to the airport, though? That's
yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
But Caraway is like a 0-foot clearance you're allowed there, and some places it's like 50 feet of clearance. But
yeah, just
I'm man, if you're flying your airplanes below Caraway Hospital, you got a big problem. It's not my little drone.
Yeah, concrete. Just keep. If you want to get Lance approval, just keep changing your height until you get 10 feet. I'm approved for 10 feet. All right. That looks like 10 feet.
Let me ask you one other question as an expert, and as Ken said, there's a lot of people that haven't started flying FPV yet, but would like to. I personally think, and I'd like to get your opinion on this, Dave, that getting into FPV with a 4S, especially a ducted 4S, is a really good way to go. I'm a big fan of the GEP RC rocket. I talk about that all the time. That's what I brought to the first Mindfield and flew it around and had a great time. But the 4S batteries are cheaper. You can fly them in smaller spaces. You know what I mean? And I remember actually the very first 6S I flew was Dono, original Dobo's 6S. He let me fly his, and I'd never flown one before. And I mean, my mind was blown because I'd been flying 4S for about 6 months at that point. So 6S is amazing, but what do you think about for a beginner, a smaller, compatible with 3 and 4S batteries, ducted quad?
Well, I'm not a big fan of ducted quads just because the performance hit. I really like the lightweight of an open frame that, there's not any extra anything.
Okay, what about like a little toothpick or something, a little 4S toothpick?
Toothpicks are okay too. I just really like durability. I want something that's not going to break. That's a really big thing for me. My first quad was a Wizard X220, and it broke and broke and broke and broke and just fell apart in my hands, basically. You'd hit anything and something would fall off of it, and then you'd have to go order stuff from the wrong side of the world to wait for it to come all the way over back, and 6 weeks of downtime, and that's just not okay with me. I want to be able to keep flying, and if I do break something, I want it to be quick and repairable.
Let me put it to you this way, Kelly. It's like buying a motorcycle. You get your first motorcycle is like a 250 or something.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, this is too slow. Then you want to upgrade to a 600 or 1,000.
I think that's a great analogy, but my point, the difference between a motorcycle and a quad is with the 4S, I feel like you have more places you can fly. You can fly in smaller spaces than you can. You need space for a 6S, I feel like.
I disagree. You're going to have the same speed. If you've got your KV of your motors adjusted correctly, say 4S, you're on 2400, 6S, you're on 1750, you're going to have the same top speed. The difference is you're going to have more amps available to you. So when you're in beginner, the recommendation to me was to fly 3S on a 4S quad, and that's garbage advice, honestly. It just
see, I actually give that advice.
To me,
I think
to
that's
me,
a
flying a quad with 75% power, a limit of that is just not wise because the quad's not going to perform correctly. It's made for 6S. It's not. The motors aren't made to spin at that lower speed. So go them to the right voltage for your motors, and then use a throttle cut if you want to cut the power back. Say you want less power, cut it back to 80% instead of 100%, and control it that way through the flight controller. And that way, when you grow battery up, say you fly 10 packs a day for 3 months, and you're like, dude, I love this. I'm going to do this every day for the rest of my life. I want to fly. Then at that point, you're going to say, oh, crap, now all this 4S equipment is junk, and I need 6S equipment. And now you got to buy new motors and a new ESC. And so to me, that's a waste of money. I would rather you get the equipment that you're going to be able to use for a long time and something that you're going to be able to grow into. Use the flight controller to limit it if you want to put some training wheels on to get started. More importantly, start with a flight simulator. Practice on a computer so you're not breaking things every time you crash. I had just met a guy who had flown GPS drones out of Tuscaloosa for a long time, and he came over, wanted to fly FPV. I said, get the sim and get a controller. That's exactly what he did. He picked up the control. All the controls have USB connections. You can just plug it into your PC and start practicing on the actual sticks. Get the stick time, get the balance figured out, get out of angle mode and go to full acro. And very quickly, you'll be able to fly a proper drone and go from that to this without the need for replacing this in 6 months or 3 months. You can just fix it and keep it going.
You're absolutely right, and the reward of being able to fly acro it's just astonishing.
I mean, if
you're flying for the love of flight, then FPV is the way to go, flying an acro. But there's a lot of people watching, and they're sticking through the camera drone guys. You were talking about like 6S and all these terms, and I think you're talking above their heads a little bit, and it is intimidating to get into it. It's like, oh my God, I got to build, and there's batteries, and they're not smart batteries, they're dumb batteries, and there's motors and KVs.
It's a cliff to get over at the beginning.
It really is, and
but there's so many people that want to help.
And it's so much easier now than it was 2 or 3 years ago, right? Yes. I mean, it's getting more and more. There's a lot more. I mean, again, with a digital system, binding is so much easier. And but I'm going to just say I certainly respect your opinion about the 6S. I still fly my 4S all the time. I'm not tired of that at all. I bring my 4S, like I said, my GEP-RC rocket. I bring that with me when I'm traveling, and like I'll go into just small parks and just fly through swing sets and stuff like that, and so to me, having that ability to fly, it's like they say, what's the best camera? It's the one you have with you. Being able to pack that thing that's pretty small up and fly it in a small space and pretty safely. Because the other thing with a 6S is you've got a lot of mass. If you hit somebody with open blades on a 6S going fast, you're going to hurt somebody, right?
Well, you know what? That's why there's so many variations of FPV. It's whatever you're comfortable with. It's whatever.
I guess I'm just saying, for me, your case about getting tired of the 4S and it just sitting there, that's not the case with me at all. I fly both.
Well,
and
it depends on if you're flying like a freaking maniac.
Yeah, the more aggressive you get, the more you're going to demand of that battery. So if you're just doing like flying around cruising, 4S is great. If you want to get aggressive and fly up and down and through things and over and continue
that's why
one thing after another, after another, the amps that you get on 6S really, really hold up and make a difference.
The thing that helped me,
if you're a photography guy, you want to start out like shooting and you're coming from that perspective instead of a pilot guy like me. I come from flying for my whole life. If you want to shoot, maybe a Cinewhoop is the right way to get started. Start with something like a Squirt or another ducted quad that's whole focus is to carry that camera and shoot people and stuff like that so that you can go in that direction with it. I definitely am an acrobat. I love it. I can't get enough of the flippy floppies and the twists and the hellacious ride, the adrenaline rush. That's what I'm after.
Do you have a move named after you? Is there a Shaddix? We need to come up with one. There needs to be like some
there is a move.
That
there is a move, and I've seen it. It's the movie.
Okay.
It's the move he does just before he flies. That's the Shaddix. But and I'll say this one thing, and then we'll put this to rest because we could talk for hours about this. For me, a 6S as a noob, because I started 6S as a noob. For me, being able to punch out of trouble areas. Like if trouble just it's there if you need it. That's what helped me. But again, simulator is the best way to go. Dave, what is the best simulator for people to start with?
A free one. Just get any free simulator and get going. Joshua Bardwell's got a great video comparing them all. I like Liftoff. It's about $20. It's cheap. To me it feels the most realistic. I feel like for training my kid, I got a 6-year-old, and she learned when she was about 2 on DRL. DRL had really good like altitude and control, so that it acted more like a DJI drone that just sits there in position, and made it really easy for my 2-year-old to learn how to fly. Now it's 6; she's ready for
DRL as well. I taught my son on DRL and did 10 days of he actually made a video. It's on my channel where he did 10 days. He started in angle mode, or beginner, as they called it, and it took him 7 minutes. Do you know Gates of Hell? Do you know that course on DRL? So he was doing Gates of Hell. Took him 7 minutes to get all the way around, and by the end, he was doing pro mode in just over a minute. And so to watch it, he did an hour a day, and we filmed the whole thing and documented it, and it was really cool. But I've used Liftoff and DRL, and those are the two.
Uncrashed is the new one that looks really, really good. It's got better graphics than the rest of them. It's got car chasing.
Oh, nice.
It's a lot more fun because of the interactive stuff that's going on there.
Is it
and
PC
if you want to
only, or like on Steam or something?
I think it's Steam. It's on PC as well. But the other good one is VelociDrone if you don't want to do multiplayer. You want to race other people, or you want to do air-to-air combat with drones, VelociDrone.
Nice.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's. I'm going to play one more video. I think it's the promo video for Castle Crash.
Oh yeah,
and you can talk a little bit about this. This is I forget who's.
It's this weekend. You guys got to come out.
How do you say his name? Panico FPV. Is that
Yeah.
okay? So this is the grounds.
Nice.
And this was months ago. They've done a lot of building up since then. They have a new grand. Room or something that they were just building, a new structure.
Yeah, there's a big beer hall and the arenas and lots and lots of fun. Archery course. There's all kinds of fun stuff.
Axe
and of
throwing.
course the actual castle. You bring your own axe, sign the waiver.
Oh, it's BYOA? Bring your own axe?
Yeah. Look, there's a Hobbit house.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Ken's gonna
it's
show up
be
with a
super
guitar.
fun. Bot Grinder is coming out. He's the co-host with me, and
Nice.
yeah, it's just gonna be tons.
Oh, is that the beer hall?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Ken, you gonna come sit in the king seat?
I hope so. Yeah, I'd be honored.
You should.
I'd be honored. Can I knight people?
This is one of the cabins.
Chop off their heads.
Yeah.
Off with his head.
Check out this arena though. This place is gonna be fun. We're gonna do a bunch of freestyle competitions here too. GemFan's given us a pile of props. They gave us like 300 sets of props. So everybody that comes gets free props.
Yeah.
And then,
don't worry about breaking props.
Yeah, there's going to be a competition there. They said they want us to use their props. I said, great. If you're going to use your props, we're going to break some during this contest. So we're setting up a cube in the middle of the arena, and it's going to be 3 pilots, 1 cube. The Spang Bang.
That throne, cinder block throne is dope.
And all this stuff has been, they're continuing to build it. I heard they built another cabin just this last month, and they're still building more.
That's awesome. Will there be wenches?
Yes, bring your own wench too.
Okay, bring your own wench.
It's gonna be a sausage fest.
It's gonna be a sausage fest for sure.
For a cine whoop.
It's gonna be a sausage fest, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you're bad, we'll lock you up in the stock.
Oh yeah, they have a stock and everything. Yeah,
nice.
this looks like it's gonna be fun. And there's the castle.
There's the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what is the castle? Is it actually like a building? I mean, can you go inside it?
I don't know if you can go inside. It's Eastwind Castle and Eastwind Village, and this is the village where we're going to do the party. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be wild and raucous. We're going to have a great time. We're giving away tons of stuff. I've just partnered with this company, Upgrade Energy, and they're making these field charging packs. This is the Stay High pack.
Is it called that?
It is 6S, and it is 15,000 milliamps. So it is humongous. 15,000 milliamps.
Can we
charge like 15 packs?
Can you bring one and overcharge it, and I'll shoot it with my 357? And we film it at 10,000 frames a second. Can we do it? Can we do it?
You break it, you buy it, dude.
How much is it?
We are giving one away though. They're $225 for all the charges. And the great part is it only weighs as much as 5.5 batteries, but it'll charge like 12 or 15.
Dang.
Okay.
And they're shelf stable because it's lithium ion. It's 21700 cells. Got the voltage checker built in, but you can actually leave it full. Like we used to use these giant lipos, and they would just get puffy because you can't leave them charged.
Wait, it's got a voltage. You can actually look at the voltage on it without connecting something to the balance port.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Dave,
does it discharge to like 30%, or does it can just stay full?
You can discharge it all the way down to 16 volts.
No, I mean for storage.
Oh, for storage, you can just leave it full. It's a Li-ion cell, so you can just leave it on the shelf, ready to go. Because I used these things for years, and this thing is 5,000 mAh, and this is 15,000.
Yeah.
And it's almost the same size.
Yeah.
But it's 3 times the capacity, and it's shelf stable.
Dave, I have to ask you.
These got to be drained.
I have to ask you. Now you do this out of your house. This is where your business is. How many lipo bombs are in your house right now?
So many. There's so many. No, I do stab the bad ones and get rid of them.
Okay.
I don't keep the trash batteries.
What's the best way to? I've heard lots of different opinions on the best way to get rid of a swollen or just useless lipo.
Ice pick.
I mean, you want the safe way or you want the fun way?
Fun way.
Both. What's
the
both?
Irresponsible fun way.
Usually I just put them in my neighbor's trash can.
Oh my god!
Put a paperclip in it first, right?
Right. Now what are the two different ways?
The safe, responsible thing to do is
salt water.
Discharge it yourself, either using your charger or using the quad itself. Bring the voltage as low as possible, and then salt water to deactivate it. The problem with salt water though is it makes a big toxic mess. Now you got like battery soup.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with that? You gonna pour it down the gutter for your local your river? No.
If
you're gonna recycle it? No.
If you're flying with Dave,
the best thing is just discharge
water
it
your
flat
plants
and then give it to Best Buy and let the Smurf sit on it.
If you're flying with Dave and your battery is no good no more, you've got this special. Was it a wrench? Was it at first?
Yeah, it was a crappy tool that I
filed
got
it down.
Somebody. It would strip. It was a hex driver, and it would strip every time I'd use it. And I was like, "Fuck this!" Excuse me. Sorry, sensor. I was like, "Yeah, who needs this tool that just ruins equipment?" So I just ground it down to a point, and
now it's the battery killer. Awesome.
Yeah, if you wanna see a big bang, you want to overcharge them before you pop them. If they're low and saggy, they'll just make a little smoke.
A little smoke, yeah. All right. Well, Dave, I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Again, when does
out? We're going to be assembling early on Saturday and setting up and getting ready if you want to come out early. But on Sunday through Tuesday is the official event. There's going to be tons of contests, tons of giveaways, free LED strips for everybody, motors, all kinds of good stuff. I can't even think of all the gifts there, but there's tons and tons of giveaways.
And great advice.
Why am I just
for,
hearing
for
about
people.
this? That's what I want to know. Why didn't I hear about this?
I told you about it. I told you about it.
Yeah, I even came on the show more than a month ago and
I don't watch
mentioned
the show.
it. Oh, man.
He only
well, that's your
watches
problem.
he only watches the shows he's on.
Yeah.
And by the way, getting ready for the event for Dave, he always gets ready for the event. Don't
you gotta be prepared.
Well, Dave,
Well, you know what?
I
Ken
really
Heron
would love
made
to
me
fly
do
at
it.
Schloss. If you ever, if I come back through Alabama, I would love to go, because I know you can pay a fee and actually fly at Schloss, right?
Their paper says that you cannot fly FPV there. If you're a photographer, you can if you're an amateur photographer, you can choose to donate. If you're a professional photographer, you have to pay. If you fly a drone, you have to pay. If you fly an FPV drone, you can go somewhere else. Or you can go drink a beer across the street and fly over the fence.
After they're closed.
I think they're closed on Mondays.
Dave knows when all the places are closed. Yep. All right. Well, Dave, thank you so much for being on Fly High. Fly High FPV. There's all of his links in the description.
Great to meet you, man. Thanks for being on.
Come fly with me, dude. When you come through Birmingham, hit me up.
I will.
I work for myself, so it's my job to take people to go show these places and make sure everybody's safe.
Absolutely. And honestly, there aren't a lot. Austin is, I guess, a newer city. We don't have a lot of abandoned buildings here, and so Chris and I were just talking about. I've flown very little in abandoned buildings. That's something I'd love to do, and I know there's a lot of them in Birmingham. So I'll hit you.
I'll be happy to show you. We've got big open fields and nature stuff.
Can I bring my 4S?
Yeah,
you can bring your 4S. Take them to the roundhouse.
Dude, I can charge like 20 of those on this.
Take them to the roundhouse and have them lose the camera.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go full speed into a pole like old Ken.
La. Not listening. All right. See you, Dave.
I've seen that.
All right. See you, bud.
Yeah. Have a good night. Thanks, Ken.
All right. See you, man.
Bye.
How about that dude?
Yeah. Swell fella.
Yeah, he is.
That was awesome.
He's very knowledgeable, and again, if you are interested in getting into FPV, just reach out to the community. They will always help you. I've never met an asshole in the FPV community. I really haven't.
And I'll say too, I think the same is true for 99% of the folks in the camera drone community, right? I mean, I feel like that's why this show works. That's why the channels we have work, right? Is because we have this great community. And yeah, occasionally there's somebody who just doesn't quite know how to be a nice person, but I think 99% of the camera drone flyers, and there's a lot more camera drone flyers than there are FPV people, right? So by math, you're gonna get.
You know what? I don't know if I mean, FPV is kind of fringe within the drone community, but there's a lot of them. There are a lot of them. But as far as not being a drone person at all, I think most people will look at the camera drones first.
Right.
And then they're like,
they're
this
under
is
more
cool.
scrutiny. They're under a lot more scrutiny.
Yeah. All right. Well, by the way, if you've just joined us, this is Thursday Night Live. We do this every Thursday. This is show number 252. Alexa, how many years is 252 weeks?
252 weeks is 4 years and 10 months.
So in 2 months, I have my 5-year anniversary coming.
Anniversary.
And that's doing a show every week without fail.
Yeah, even when you were in the hospital.
Whew, man, that's quite the commitment.
Back when I set up that GoFundMe for you, as you recall.
Thank you for doing
set that up? Your YouTube pal.
Was that you?
The guy that was me that made the GoFundMe.
Aw, thanks,
and I don't
man.
even have an emoji.
That's a crime.
It is a crime.
There will be an emoji next week, I promise.
All right. Next week I'll watch.
All right.
I'll watch if there's an emoji of me.
Now,
and that's all I'll do. I'm just gonna emoji myself again and again.
That's it. All right. Let's get into the viewer videos because there are many and they're really, really good. And I'll let you choose the first one here. Do you want to go to Centine Stadium, which is a new stadium in St. Louis, or the Mini-Me Grand Canyon? Which one?
I'm going to be in St. Louis soon, so I'd like to check that out.
All right.
first?
This is from Brad Henderson.
Brad Henderson.
And I'll go ahead and just start this video and let you watch it as I read his email. So,
Here, Ken.
this is a short video, he says, of the newly constructed and nearly completed Centine Stadium in St. Louis. It'll be home to the St. Louis City team in their inaugural season, 2023. I was
soccer?
contracted
What
by
is
their
it?
social media manager, I don't know, to been using their video documentary. With that, I was given inside access to the stadium to fly anywhere I wanted with the drone. I'm really happy with how this video of the thing came out. I use a DJI Air 2S, and the music is by Epidemic Sound, of course. Thank you for watching, Brad Henderson. Looks like
Yeah,
it's going to
awesome.
be a really great stadium.
Yeah, so I'll have to send you mine. Maybe while I'm watching TNL next week, you can play it. But I did a video for the Austin stadium, the soccer stadium here. Kind of a similar vibe, actually.
Yeah, that's really cool. Look, FPV guys, look at those holes.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, it is fun to fly a camera drone around those things, but to do it, fly an FPV in there.
In a
you
stadium?
remember flying in the Del Diamond? Remember flying in the Del Diamond?
I didn't
we
fly
weren't
FPV then.
I know we weren't doing FPV at that time. Ed Ricker did an awesome FPV. It was kind of a first real demo I had seen of, and I don't know if you remember, but he crashed into the scoreboard. He crashed into that LED scoreboard the day before when he was practicing.
Yeah, can we go back there?
Like,
are we not allowed back there again?
I'm gonna ask. I don't think that's what made him mad. I think it was the confetti. I think they were kind of perturbed
Seriously?
about yeah. I got dinged on my deposit for the confetti.
Were they mad?
There was a lot of confetti. Yeah. The guy told me, he's like, we had to do a lot of cleaning up because we did clean up most of it.
It's just vacuuming.
Okay, you blow like 20. I mean, how many cans did you have? You had like 50 cans of confetti.
I had 10 of them.
Yeah. No, anyway, it was fun. We got some great pictures out of it, right? All of us doing
yeah,
this.
Bunch of snowflakes worrying about.
But I'll see, because I do think flying in the Del Diamond would be way more fun. FPV. It was great flying camera drones.
Oh, doing that proximity flying, yeah. And I promise I won't bring any more Kenfetti. Kenfetti.
I'll tell them. I'll tell my contact there.
You tell. Yeah, it wasn't confetti. It was Kenfetti. All right,
it was Kenfetti.
Let's go to the Mini Me Grand Canyon.
Yes.
This is from John, aka Rider Obvious. He says, I went camping with my lovely bride of 28 years in Utah. I was not flying through or from a national or state park. I loved the views, and I was amazed I could camp right on the rim of this beautiful canyon. I thought I would share them with you and the rest of the world. Hope you are doing well. John, a.k.a. Rider Obvious.
Wow.
What a great place to camp.
Wait. So where is this? I know you just said it, but
This is in Utah.
Utah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, they have a dog with them. Would you be worried about your dog falling off of that?
I would now, because my dog is blind.
Yes, my dog is blind too.
a few years ago, she would have been fine. But these days, nice shot.
Isn't that a great shot? You usually do the up and away. You do the down and away with a canyon.
Yeah. No, I dig it. No, my blind dog would probably be over there sniffing, and that would be the end of her.
Yeah.
Is Henry still around?
Yeah, Henry. Yeah, he's 16 years old.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Jenga is 12, I guess.
Yeah.
Too bad we never bred them. We should have bred them while they were young enough.
Henry's ready to go.
Is he still?
No.
Well, I mean, they're both blind.
I took those things from him the first day.
All right.
Day
Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal here, Ken. Next puppies we get, let's breed them, and we could sell them on the show.
Yeah. Well, let's breed them not just for the puppies, just for fun. Because I like to watch dogs doing
for the science.
Yeah, it's just for the science.
For the people.
Yeah. I'll bring the cameras.
For the culture.
For the culture. So speaking of animals, there's a lot of animal videos that I got tonight, and if you would like to share some of your video, please send it to me. kenheronupload@gmail.com. Don't send me a file, please. A lot of you don't know what a streaming file is, but just send me a streaming link, okay? So I got this email from someone, and they didn't go into a lot of detail. They simply said, Ken, here's some deer pooping in Manitoba, Canada. And I was like, yes, I'm in, because I've never seen a deer poop. Have you seen a deer poop?
Yes. We have deer all over our neighborhood, and they poop everywhere.
I've seen deer poop, but I've never seen a deer pooping. Have you ever seen a deer do?
So I've seen a deer pooping in my backyard, actually, and so they come in our backyard. We have 6 feet privacy fences.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, we have 2 gates, one on either side. I thought, deer is kind of stuck back there. I closed one gate, and I was going to chase him out of the other gate, to kind of just walk around, and, do my thing. That guy looks at me, and from a standstill, just leaps over the fence to the neighbor's yard. Like, just doesn't even run or anything, just goes right over.
Oh, yeah.
They can jump.
They can, and they can poop.
And pooped as he went.
I've never seen... Did you know that deer poop like dogs?
They kind of squat.
Yeah, I was so surprised.
Is this shot with a drone, or
yes,
what's the tie-in here?
Yes, check this out. This is from Above the Beach Photography.
Okay.
It's deer pooping. Right? So, here's the deer, and you're like, okay...
Oh,
where's
beautiful.
where's
Whitetail.
Right.
It's a brown-tailed deer.
Where's the pooper? Where is that pooper? He's in there somewhere. Look at the top of your screen, and you will spy the culprit.
Thank goodness for the zoom.
He's squatting like a freaking dog, and the tail's going doink, 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 doink. I didn't know deer did that.
Yeah, they're just like little pellets.
I thought they just walked along like a horse. I thought they did like that. And then the other deer's like, "Hey, good job, Frank. All right, I'm out of here."
Well, horses don't even stop, right? They can just still be walking. I've been riding plenty of horses that were pooping as they walked, but which is a pretty good skill. But
it's not very often that I know a video is going to appear on TNL before I even watch it. But when you send me, here's some deer pooping in Canada,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't care what it is. It's on.
The fact that it was shot with a drone is just a bonus, because even if that had been shot with a phone, you would have played it.
Right. And now here's where all the hunters are like, they didn't hear it? Oh, I got to get me a drone. Right?
Right.
Because I live in a rural area, and people ask me all the time, what's the quietest drone? And I'm like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the viewer video of the week.
Ooh.
It's really, really good. I'll just say that. And it has a cute animal in it.
Oh.
We'll save that till later. But let's continue with our animal theme. This was another subject line that guaranteed you're going to be on TNL. The subject line was elk in your face. This is from Ian. And this is an analog FPV. And here it is. He says, "Hey, Ken, I'm sending you a clip of a flight where I got up close with a large elk. This is on my property in Otis, Oregon, using a Flywoo Explorer."
Yeah, and generally you don't want to mess with those things.
No. But
wow,
he's
elk in your face.
So curious.
Oh man, he's not backing down.
No.
He thinks it's a bird.
Well, he probably thinks it's a large bee because it sounds,
Yeah.
And their antlers are fuzzy like that when they're young, or?
I think it's a young thing, and don't they rub them on stuff and then they get sharp?
Get that fuzz off, but.
Did you pick this music or did he?
I did.
Oh, nice.
This is from Epidemic.
Yeah.
That's perfect, isn't it?
You always find now. Oh, you know what he wants to do. He wants to go through the legs.
I was thinking that.
He wants to go through the legs.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad.
Probably best that he didn't.
I'm glad
still.
they didn't, because I didn't want PETA on my ass. But I'd be
yeah.
tempted. I wouldn't post it. But I think that would be fine if it's on your property. Abducted drone. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ian Walton.
There you go.
For sending
there's
that
your case for the 4S ducted drone.
Yeah. Well,
in case you run into elk.
That wasn't even a forest. That was a little whoop. I would say, whooping through like cows' legs, but get the permission of the landowner, the animal owner. You're not going to hurt the cow. In fact, I've seen cows dealing with drones. Cows are very curious animals. If your drone lands on the ground, your camera will be licked by a cow. It will
pooped on.
The cows will.
Could be.
imagine being a cow, right? You're there in a cow. There's a field. There's grass. There's a fence. That's it. That's your life. And then the most interesting thing in your year happens. This little flying whatever thing comes up. Whoa, here's something different. I think I'll lick it. That's what happens.
That is the natural reaction.
That's what I do.
I
like
watch
anytime
PBS. I know.
I see something new, I'm like, oh, that's different. I think I'll lick it.
That's how you get the Rona.
Yeah, I gotta stop licking new
By
things.
the way, did I tell you I had the Rona 2 weeks ago?
Did you have the Rona?
I've never had it. Did you ever get it?
Not yet. You know who has Rona right now?
Who?
Our old pal Ashley.
Oh no. Well,
she got the Rona.
It was terrible. I felt pretty awful for about 2.5 days, and kind of like sort of bad on the on the outskirts of that. But I just have this residual cough. That's the only thing left.
My producer that doesn't exist has an update. Apparently, Ashley was licking new things.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's what she does.
She saw a drone flying in the field and just.
So all right, the next one is a tornado aftermath, and this is kind of sad. This is from Jim Chimner, and this is really compelling video. You may remember the aftermath of the Gaylord, Michigan tornado happened last Friday.
Yeah.
He says tornadoes are few and far between up here. The National Weather Service rated it.
That seems really far north for a tornado.
Yeah, it says it was an EF3 tornado. Surprisingly, there were only 2 deaths and 44 people injured. This was filmed with the Mavic Pro.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just see the path it took. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And why does it go for the trailer park? Why do they always go for the trailer parks?
Well, there's a lot more trailer parks in the world than you realize.
I guess so, because tornadoes love them. Wow.
Yeah. Look at that. It's terrible.
Yep.
What a horrible thing. Great video, but just a horrible...
I remember we were driving from Austin to Kansas City, and as we entered Oklahoma, I told my son we were going through a tornado alley, and oh man, he was flipped out because he thought that just meant they were coming all the time. I was like,
I lived in Tornado Alley. I lived in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh goodness.
That's where I saw my very first tornado in person, not 2 blocks away. It is a terrifying thing to behold.
What's it sound like? I've heard they sound pretty...
everybody says it sounds like a freight train, but it just sounds like a low rumble. Like I mean, the lowest frequency you can imagine. And then there's, depending on what it's hitting, you can hear the little tick, 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 tick of glass and electricity. And I was close to it, and it was throwing things around. Yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska. But
I was in Missouri in the Ozarks at one point, and I worked at a summer camp. I was a counselor, and a lightning hit the valley down below the cabin where we were, and I was in the shower and got zapped pretty good I mean it probably hit half a mile, quarter mile away from us, but it was so wet, and everything was wet, and I was wet, and somehow it traveled through the water and gave me a zap.
Let me just take a moment and thank people in Europe for watching, for staying up late.
Europe.
Alexa, what time is it in Dublin?
In Dublin, it's 2:43 a.m.
And our friend Shutter Speed Ireland is watching. He just commented there. Thanks for playing my video of Ireland.
I just commented how awesome his video was, because it was really good.
It was, and I don't know if you're typing this with the way you sent the email, but thank you for watching, and thank you for taking time to comment, because he's disabled and he has to type with a pointer in his mouth, I think. But wow, I certainly wouldn't. I'd be like, K, like instead of okay, I'd be like emoticon. I don't know. I'd be a lot lazier than that. But let's get to another video. This is another FPV video. And they say, Ken, I'm sure you'll like the ending. It's inspired by yourself. Guitar, drones, and stuff. So let's just find out what this is about. Okay. Is that the POS? I think it is.
This looks good, doesn't it? Picnic shelter number 3.
Just a nice day out there
Picnic shelter number 2.
shooting the gaps in these little shed things
Pretty cool,
with your
isn't it?
buddy. Nice sunny day.
You could fly over
I
there.
think one of them's got the...
Oh, you just got one table just for us.
You know, everybody I see with the DJI FPV calls it the POS now. That's awesome.
Is that what they're flying?
One of them is, I think.
That's my gift to you, that one.
Yeah, I think the cameraman is
Got
flying.
the Tyrannus radio there.
Yeah,
Got the Tim Hortons coffee. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah.
Timmy Hose.
Grew up in a place where they told you what to chase.
So we got analog going.
Run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave. Had to find a way to change. Had to leave to find my way.
Cool. Nice power loop.
I beat my mind up there almost daily. So I pass time over.
What is that? I think I recognize that. Yep. I guess it's not the POS. I thought I saw it. Nice. And here's the end.
I'm by.
Thank you, Ken Heron.
Ah, thanks for thinking me out there. I appreciate that.
That was awesome.
I did. Have you ever been to Rampage?
I have not. No. How was it?
Something going on with my light in here. We good? We good?
I can see you.
It's great. I went the last 2 times, and I wanted to share this with when Dave was on. I hope Dave's still watching. I played this last week, but it's really short, and I wanted to share this with you. Speaking of the POS, now I tease it, but it's a decent drone to learn on. It's an expensive way to learn acro, but there is a use for it.
Yeah,
I don't
looks
like it myself.
Dave's still watching. I just tapped his name and it showed up.
Oh,
so.
good. Okay. So I'm out there just flying. I just landed. So this is the video from my quad. And I just landed. And I filmed something that surprised me. I did not expect this. Watch. What is that? At Rampage.
Yeah.
I know how much you love these.
I love them. I love them. What's the name of that?
The DJI POS.
That's right.
So
Hey man, you got to say it takes some huevos to fly that at Rotor Riot Rampage.
yeah, it does. But I mean, look, if you're a drone, you have one. You're a drone guy. You know.
Yeah.
It's you're flying FPV. So I can't knock it that hard. I mean, I can, but I don't prefer it, and I wouldn't think that would be somebody's first drone. Would you?
No. I'm, my Gep RC rocket is what I say for the first FPV drone with the Vista unit.
Tammy Jean says, POS Nation. Thank you, Tammy Jean. Oh, Tammy Jean. I'm glad you're watching, girl, because I got your video right here. Oh, girl. She sent in this video.
Tammy Jean.
Tammy
Can't
Jean.
you be true?
Oh, hell, Tammy Jean. She's out there.
Can't you be true?
Funning in the sun in her 9-piece. I don't know how she puts that damn thing on. You look good, girl. Look good. Oh, hell.
It's the Velcro that holds it all together.
Double-sided tape really helps too, girl. All right. So she says, hey there, Ken. I've posted a new video on my channel. A mashup of clips from our trip to Florida, mostly from the DJI FPV, she says. But I have a few in there from the Phantom 4 as well. Also, in Tammy Jean news. Oh, hold on. This just in Tammy Jean news. I'm thinking about doing a weekly live stream. I may have a few questions. Lol. Well, I will answer I'll help you out right now.
First of all,
let me tell you, you have to have a good name for it, and I think the name of your stream should be the Tammy Jean stream. Oh man, I love watching that Jean stream.
how about this?
Yeah.
How about this? She keeps it under 30 minutes, and she calls it Tammy Jean Shorts.
Or the Tammy Jean stream, cause stream rhymes with Jean a little bit. Come on now, girl. All right. But I like your suggestion too. Let's watch your video, okay? It's
All right.
very well
Editing.
done. Enjoy.
Florida.
Girl. Shouty. Come on.
Little Tammy Jean.
Little Tammy G. Yeah. This is Epidemic Sound, by the way. Oh.
I told my son I would never go to a concert whose name is Lil anything.
Oh yeah.
Too many.
There
many
are a
Lils.
lot. There are a lot of Lils.
That's a cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
I love the birds from above. That's always a really cool shot.
Look at that. That's a great shot. They had to wait for that. That was a good one.
Yeah. Drop the beat.
Yeah. Ah, doggy. That's
That was
nice.
awesome.
That was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Tammy Jean.
Very good, Tammy Jean.
Tammy Jean shorts.
I look forward to your Tammy Jean stream. Tammy Jean stream. Now, if you're going to do the YouTube shorts, definitely call it Tammy Jean shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Or shorty shorts or whatever.
Shorty short shorts.
Uh-huh. I guess it's time for the weekly bow chart. Yeah. I should have played this earlier. I apologize. I meant to play it before our guest, but I didn't know when Dave was going to drift off to Sleepy Land.
Wrapped up in the moment.
I did. I got wrapped up, but I know people are waiting for it. So let's go to the Great White North and enjoy this week's weekly bow chart.
Hi, everybody. Jim Beauchart back again with another episode of the Weekly Beauchart. We've got a busy schedule tonight, so let's get into it, shall we? When a man falls off a boat, we yell, "Man overboard!" But when a woman falls off, we say, "Full steam ahead." Uh-oh. When a dog marks his territory, is that his IP address? I held my watch up to a mirror. I thought it was time for some reflection.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the sexy imbecile.
If mathematics are mathematical and quizzes are quizzical, then what are tests? And now here's a quick one, because as usual, we are running out of time. I too got scammed. I got a call from somebody saying I just won a prize from a comment made on Ken Heron's video. He said I get to pick from either $200 or tickets to an Elvis Presley tribute concert. All I have to do is...
Don't do it, Beauchart! Don't do it! It's not worth it!
I'll press a 1 for the money, a 2 for the show. And on that note, bye and bye.
Yeah! The weekly bow
He's got a
chart.
little bit of a Stephen Wright thing going. Do you agree?
A little bit, yeah. And by the way, this is not the same shirt that was in that video. I've got several shades of red
You have
shirts.
several. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
You're a clean shirt guy.
I have at least 8 shirts. That way I never wear the same one on the same day.
Excellent.
All right.
Well, way to go, Daily Beauchart.
No, you have to be over 40 to know what Kelly's referring to. Seriously, all the millennials are like, what is he doing? But yeah, Google
off,
it. Yeah, all that. You know, you're wearing me out, Kelly. You're wearing me out. And so I think we need to probably step into a nice vat of razzmatazz.
I need to get some Raz on my arm.
Oh man.
I told you I shot 100 rounds of 12 gauge last weekend, and I have a big bruise.
So get in there.
This feels
and
really
relax and let all the bruises and the troubles of your day just melt away here in the Raz chamber. There is one rule, and one rule only, however. You can do whatever you want in here. You can, whatever you want. You don't even have to wear a swimsuit. But there is one rule. Kelly, what is that one rule?
Do not toot in the Raz.
Do not fart in the Raz chamber, but enjoy. Shelby Vol farted. He knows better. Shelby, shame on you. I saw you in the chat there. Shame.
Does the farter get a prize?
I really wish I could have.
Should get a sticker.
I really wish that I could afford to give out "I farted in the Raz" T-shirts. and I'm actually in the process of switching T-shirt vendors right now. So once I get all that stuff switched over, it'll be a lot easier for me to do that. And I'll have stickers. I'm gonna have stickers. You know, for doing your FPV sticker slaps on stuff. I'm gonna have all that. I will never have as many stickers as Kelly from ReadySetDrone, but I will have.
Well, these aren't all my stickers. These are the viewer stickers.
Oh, I know. And you know what? If you like stickers, get into FPV because anytime you go to an FPV meet, everybody's got stickers, and you know how I feel about stickers.
Stickers, I like stickers. Yes, I do.
I do.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Stickers, I like stickers more than you.
One more time.
Stickers.
All right. So people have been asking.
Flickers.
Or that. People have been asking me about the next Crash series. We're coming up on Volume 7, and I'm getting some great stuff from you guys. If you have a Crash video, please send it here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. I'm working on the next.
You want to know something kind of funny? When you search Ken Heron on YouTube, Ken Heron drone crash actually comes up like as one of the top things.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, then people are liking the series, and I've got a lot more crashes coming up. So make sure you put in the subject line "crash" so that I know it's a crash. And I have one right here as an example. This is from Noam Olson. He said, "I got some cool horses and then crashed. I thought it would be good for Volume 7. So enjoy this crash video."
Crash.
Oh, man. Let's see, when you're getting the horses, you're flying sideways. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Look at those pretty horses. Uh-oh.
Just go a little lower. Go a little lower. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man. Thank you very much for that. And remember, trees are dicks.
Actually, my latest video is called Dang Trees. So if you want to see a crash into a tree, that was my latest video.
That's another T-shirt I have coming out. And thank you to Geek Savannah for doing the graphics on that. Trees Are Dicks T-shirts will be available soon.
Trees are dicks with leaves.
Yeah, it's a tree with a drone in it, and underneath it says "Trees are dicks." Because you know how they run out and catch your drone when you least expect it.
Is that a term that is used in? Because I could see wankers, I could see, I could see all kinds of different
hashtags,
versions of that. Yeah,
international. Oh no, I coined that. Trees are dicks. That's mine.
Trees are wankers.
I say so. Trees,
I think
as
we
you
should
know.
do the rest of the video like this. What would you say to that?
Well, trees. Normally, trees are just sitting there being beautiful, turning colors and
Normally,
dropping seeds for us in various trees. But once in a while, when you're flying your drone nearby, those trees, those son of a bitches will jump out and grab your drone when you least expect it.
Have you ever seen a whomping willow?
What? What are you talking about?
Whomping willow.
Oh, whomping willow. You and your accents, man. It's like I'm there. It's like whatever country, it's like I'm there. All right. So I have the viewer video of the week, which is from a young lady who did her first video edit, and we'll see that in just a moment. But first, I do have to mention, and you know him, you love him, Jason Shepard and RemotePilot101.com. This is the place to go to get your 107, your certification from the government.
Cert, baby.
You don't want the government all up in your business when you're trying to make money with your drone. Am I right, sir?
You do not. You do not, my brother.
That's right. So,
no government in my drones.
I don't want the government.
Mama, don't take my camera drone. Mama, don't take my camera drone.
You don't want any of that. So, go to RemotePilot101.com. I will show you the website. This is Jason Shepard's home. This is where he lives to serve you and to educate you with his video courses that will teach you everything from how to read a sectional chart to TFRs to all that other stuff.
Yeah, how to wear 2 watches.
How to wear 2 watches. He is the man. He's a pilot, man pilot. He's an author. He knows his stuff. And you know what? Even if you're not going to fly commercially, it's good to get the information because you empower yourself as a drone pilot. You know, you never know when you're going to run into some authority, some knucklehead that says you can't do this or that, or, you know, where's your license or whatever, and then you can show them.
Don't do this and don't do that.
That's it. Right? You can fight the power by empowering yourself with knowledge. Remote
You
Pilot.
got to fight the power.
101.com. Use Heron18 to get 30% off. And if you want to become a man pilot, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from there. Go to m0a.com to get certified as that. Have you ever had any interest?
Or they, them pilot. Either
Right.
way.
Have you ever had any interest in becoming a man pilot?
My father had a private pilot's license. He actually grew up in Kansas, and they had a plane on their farm, and he would fly out in the field. You know, just take off and go somewhere and land, and you know, it's what you can do in Kansas because there are no trees where he was. Very flat.
Right. Did he do crop dusting?
He did. He did crop dusting, not dusting, not crop dusting, but crop dusting. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing a little crop dusting here in my chair. I'll just mute my mic real quick, and I'll do a little crop dusting. All right. Well, I guess it's time. Wait, what's that? Oh, you do have a joke for us? Hit us with another joke.
All right. According to a new poll, 91% of people are satisfied with their lives, and the other 9% own a Mazda.
Dude, why? Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta do that?
I'm sorry.
That's just mean. That's just mean. All right. It's time for the viewer video of the week, brought to you by freewellgear.com. Go to freewellgear.com and check out all the cool filters and UV filters and ND filters and DD filters and wee filters. They got them all. They got them for every camera and for just about every drone as well.
Did they have TT filters?
They got the TT filters. They even have the PP filters. But don't forget to shake when you're done. All right.
Did you ever watch Reno 911?
Yes.
Do you remember the character TT?
Yes.
That's all I can think of.
You are old
TT
reference
filters.
man tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
that's a great show, by the way. If anybody wants to laugh, like fall out of your chair laughing, Reno 911.
It does hold up.
Yeah.
It does. So the winner this week is. I'm gonna say her first name. Her last name has too many vowels strung together, but congratulations to Kim. Kim, congrats. Yes, Kim. She's from the Netherlands, so let me put on my bifocals and give it a shot. Let me give it a shot. This is Kim Sheepers Gilstra. I want to say.
Is there a hyphen? Is there a hyphen in there?
There is.
Hey, hold it up to the camera.
Nope.
Can I see it?
Nope. No.
I'm an expert at Netherlands female names.
Are you now? Yeah. It's got too many vowels next to each other. It's got a Z and a J and a couple I's and some umlauts. Anyway, she says, "Hello, Ken. This is Kim from the Netherlands. I watch your shows all the time. I bought my first drone last March. My nephew's dog Riley likes the drone too. Also, it's my first drone video I made and edited it by myself. I hope you like it. Kind regards, Kim Sheepers Zilstra." It's the viewer.
Sheepers Zilstra.
It's the viewer
we're
video
not making
of the
fun
week.
of you, by the way.
No,
Kim.
we are.
Congratulations.
No, I'm not, but clearly he is. Anyway, here it is. The viewer video of the week. It's dog chasing drone. Enjoy.
Yes.
Get that drone, dog. You get that drone.
Get it. Get it.
What a cute muffin. Ah.
That's one of them sheepdogs. They don't like drones.
Oh, they don't. Sheepdogs don't play, man.
No.
That dog's ready. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it.
What a great way to exercise your dog, you know, just run the drone back. You could just pre-program a square and just run the dog for a mile.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to throw anything anymore. You just fly a drone around, exercise the dog. That's right. Oh, that's too low. Okay, there you go. cute muffin.
Oh,
awesome.
No. Here's the thing. You tie Kim. Here's version 2 of that video, because that video was great. But you tie a string, and then you have it to where it'll come apart. You know, a little Velcro or just a little bit of tape.
Right.
And then you put a little fuzzy thing down on the end and just kind of go right over the dog and let the dog get it, and then the drone will break apart.
Like a milk bone or that.
The
like rabbit that they use at
line.
Rabbit that they use at Greyhound tracks.
Yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
All right.
The rabbit.
Yeah, the fake rabbit. But isn't the Mavic 2 great? It's so great. It's what a great entry level drone for a lot of people, and it's good enough to where you get one, you're like, well, I can go into business now. It's that good. But
was that a Mavic 2 or was that an Air 2?
I mean, a Mini 2. That was a Mini 2.
Yeah, Mini 2. Okay.
Yeah, Mini 2. And the prices are coming down now. The 3's out.
Yeah. No, the Mini 2 is great.
So, what's the Mini 3 like?
I don't have a Mini 3. I don't know why you think I do.
I bought one.
It's been out for. I didn't make a video.
I know. I bought one, and it's shipping. When is it shipping? Someone in the chat. I think it's this week, right? It's shipping now.
I don't know. I'm just not that interested in it. You know, it's not. And I don't know. Maybe I'm sour grapes because they didn't offer me one. But at the same time, I just honestly, I don't think I would have been very enthused. I'd much rather get a Mark V Gep RC 6S FPV. I'm more excited about that than I am about getting a Mini 3.
I'm actually excited about the Mini 3. I don't like that it's close to $1,000. I think that's where they
is it.
Yeah.
Man, we talked about this. I've been flying the Evo Lite a lot lately, and I'm really liking the Evo Lite. I'm working on a comparison between it and the Air 2S, but and the Air 2S, I like the Air 2S as well. They both have their kind of ups and downs, but I've taken the Evo Lite to Flagstaff. I flew it there. I flew it in Albuquerque. I flew it in Colorado. I've taken it a few places, and it's been. I took it with me all the way to Portland. And
I like
the whole time.
I like the Autel Lite Plus. In fact, I brought it to Mindfield and I crashed it.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's ruined. Yeah.
Well.
But there is a But luckily they're sending me another one because their Autel's very nice that way, and I do appreciate it. But there is at Mindfield the Wire of Death. Do you remember the Wire of Death?
Yeah.
And a lot of people,
there are several wires of death if you're not paying attention.
Yes, there's guy wires, but everybody wants to fly the 2 fire towers, and it's a perfect thing to drop in and fly through. But right where everybody wants to go, even me, that I've flown there 100 times, there's this wire for the light, and you can't see it, and I hit that and.
Oh, you hit it with the Autel?
With the Autel,
Evo Lite?
Yeah,
man.
And I just, you know that 3-4 seconds when it's falling?
Yeah.
And you're like standing, you're still holding the controller, and you're like, oh hell.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna end good.
No, so I did that. I crashed a $1,000 FPV fixed wing. That I had that moment of just like, I'm going into a tree, and there it is in the tree. Yeah. And Sunrise Water Media actually climbed up in the tree, shook the tree, and made it fall, and the motors were still turning. It was still going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
the whole nose section was broken off.
I think if you fly anything RC, that you have one of those stories.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, I guess that's about it. Is there anything else that you would like to see? Do you have one final joke for us, maybe?
Yeah, it's another Mazda joke, so I'll skip it.
No, let's hear it.
No, I'm
sure?
I'm good. I appreciate you having me on. It's always great to see all the peoples. I am doing First Friday next Friday. That would be June 3rd, I think. Is it June 3rd or 3rd? Whatever a week from tomorrow is. So if you guys can hop over to ReadySetDrone, 7 p.m. Central Time next Friday. I do have some giveaways and some fun stuff coming up. So hope you can join me.
Great. And is there going to be a spin up? Is it going to be when's the next spin up?
2023. I'm not doing one this year.
Okay. All right, cool. But you're going to come to Mindfield.
That is my intention. Yes.
Excellent. All right. Yeah. And with that, there's all links to all this stuff in the description of this video.
Yeah, I will tell you, I went to the first one, had a blast. You remember Mel and I doing our dogfight with the planes in the parking lot? That was so much fun.
There's always unpredictable fun out there at Mindfield, and I'm bringing the fire engine. So that'll be fun. Oh, and one more thing before we go. Speaking of the Mini 3, I don't know whose this is, but someone sent me this. It's Kermit the Mini 3. Have you seen this?
No.
Have you seen that?
Awesome.
Isn't that fan
awesome.
freaking tastic?
Yeah. Yeah, well done. It's not easy being green.
And with that, we'll say good day.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Oh, what a wonderful and fun show. Thank you, friends, for watching and supporting as always each and every week. I will continue to do this as long as you do that. That's our gentleman's agreement. Thank you very much, Kelly, for being in. Good luck with everything that you're doing. Yeah, we'll do it that way. There we go. And thank you to Jeff Sills for the news. And thank you to Dave, who is no doubt right now preparing, as he often does, for the next flight. Fly High FPV, all the links in the description. Check out Castle Crash. I will be there Sunday in Trenton, South Carolina, in the cop car. Until next we speak. Thanks for watching.
Vehicles.
Thanks for subscribing. Until next time, buh.
And bye.
chill like a processed meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. Establish nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky! I feel like a processed meat. Yeah! That was so funny.
You'll enjoy Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron and Kelly, Jeff and Ashley too. There'll be fun and quizzes and Kelly's misses. The bird is the word in the news. It's the #1 live stream, it's got pizzazz. There's only one rule, don't fart in the rats. If you think it's funny, super chat some money, 'cause TNL is here for you. Yeah!